Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Al Horford out there with Grant Williams. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, in at forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Well, Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard to say. The year is just getting started. You just never know about injuries, trades, chemistry, how it all comes together. So I think most players aren't too concerned with the standings just yet.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to LaVine. Here's DeRozan. Vucevic, a screen on Tatum. Here's DeRozan, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is where DeRozan makes his living. Such an excellent mid-range shooter.
Outside, Brown. Back to Smart. Screen by Horford. Smart with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. Kept alive. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's LaVine. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Orlando. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
The kick out to Williams. Outside, Brown. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Chicago with the ball.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Now here's LaVine. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with LaVine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Kick out to Brown. Horford, a screen on LaVine. Brown with it, guarded now by Williams. Knocked loose.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Outside LaVine. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
And there's the drive. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Such a difficult player to guard. LaVine is gifted at converting these little difficult floaters as well.
And the Celtics call time here.
3-1-2 crew. Let him hear it, fans. It's your 3-1-2 crew.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Brown against Levine. Brown passes to Tatum. Offensive rebound, Celtics to stop the drought, and it's laid in by Horford.
Yeah, after all these years as a pro, Horford still plays with fire. Some second chance points there for Big Al.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dosunmu, defended by Smart. Here's the 3. Here's Vucevic, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Williams. Green comes in for DeRozan. Caruso, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Dragic has subbed in for Dosunmu. Now here's Brogdon, giving him some nice offensive production with 13 points a game.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Caruso.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. For 3, Dragic. And again, Chicago, no good. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock. Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
Boston trailing. Outside White. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Tatum. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Tatum's got his second basket. And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
Now here's White. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. From deep, Tatum can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Caruso, pass to Dragic. Back to Caruso. On the wing, Green. And again, no good by Chicago. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Brogdon, the pass to Griffin. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. White against Dragic. Doesn't go for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Bulls up 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Smart and White make up the backcourt. Griffin is out there with Al Horford, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, one thing LaVine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Both free throws good from LaVine.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better." Brian, still work to do.
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, just a clever play by DeRozan, using the pick and roll to make space for someone else.
It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of. He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Clock is at 3. And here's Griffin outside. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brown passes to Horford. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Boston again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Levine. Back to DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Boston, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. To the wing, right side. Horford for 3. Hits the trifecta. Horford's got 5. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's Brown. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Horford outside. Launches it. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Dosunmu. DeRozan with the ball. A proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Sinks the tray. Dosunmu's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Now here's Smart. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Out to Horford. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Levine. The Bulls have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Bradley. Here's Dosunmu. There's 1:34 left in the second. Back to Levine. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Timeout called. The Celtics back on draft night 2017. The Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals. The Chicago got a stud.
A line change here for Chicago. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Griffin. Tatum comes in for Brown. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Smart. And it's White in for Pritchard. And Boston has possession. It's a 14-point game. Count that bucket. Tatum's got 6 points.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Drummond to screen on Brogdon. Caruso, the pass to Drummond. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Bulls lead by 14. 58 seconds left to play in the half. Now Brogdon. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's White. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. To the middle. Here's Caruso. That one falls. Great assist by Dragic.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now here's White. Pass to Tatum from downtown, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
He's on a roll in this quarter. The defense better be careful.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dragic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Vucevic. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
The Celtics, 14.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Boston Celtics.
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
And changing gears now, looks like we've got some great interactions on social media. So here's one for Shaq from Dunkmaster J. Shaq, is it true you're the league's all-time MHP? I'm not even sure what that means. Any ideas?
Ernie. Ernie means most handsome player. And I am. That's true. In fact, that's a great question.
Wait a minute. How could you know that? Maybe it's the most hairless player or the most hungry player.
I got to back up Kenny on this one. It could be the most hilarious for all that we know. That seems more fitting to me.
Ha, very funny.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Levine is the 2 with DeRozan at the 3. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's Dosunmu in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Tatum passes to Williams. Outside, Brown. Williams with the screen. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And it's DeRozan missing. And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's Levine. He's got 7. Vucevic's shot is off. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Williams against Williams. Tatum laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Tatum's got 13.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
DeRozan, a screen on Brown. Levine against Brown. Shot by Levine, no good.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
The drive by Smart. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Smart has gotten his first basket of the night.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the 3-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent 3-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. And it's Tatum missing. Chicago leading. Pass to DeSumo. Now DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. The Bulls with another miss.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
The 3-pointer off the mark.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now here's Levine. 9 points in the game. Back to DeSumo. To the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Tatum.
2 minutes.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Bradley. And here is DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Over Griffin. Vucevic's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the third. And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
BA, when I tell you going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA. See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, if we understand that, he gets into a rhythm.
And the Bulls call time here. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Caruso, he's checked in for Levine. And Dragic has subbed in for DeSumo. Dragic against White. Pass to Caruso. Drummond with the screen. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Drummond's gotten his second bucket.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
Now here's White. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Horford can't hit. The Bulls have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Pass to Bradley. Inside. Here's Drummond. Boston with a rebound. Brown passes to Tatum. Now here's Brogdon. Here's Brown. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brogdon and Brown are on the wings. Al Horford out there with Grant Williams. And it's White in at point. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Caruso against Brogdon. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. Now Chicago takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Dragic. Shoots over White. And the basket by Dragic. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
When you give the mid-range to Dragic, that's playing into his game.
Here's White. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 13.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
White on the wing, defended by Dragic. White, good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
White against Dragic. Vucevic, a screen on White. And Dragic, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Green against Brown. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots over Caruso. Deflected! A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Drummond with the ball. Williams defending. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Williams is checked in for Drummond. DeRozan comes in for Green. Levine, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dosunmu in for Dragic. The Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in for White. Here's Dosunmu. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Brogdon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Grant.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Here's DeSumo. DeRozan for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Tatum finds Horford. Over DeRozan. Horford can't hit. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting 5 isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has. Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The drive by Tatum. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Here's DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Puts up a 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
The sure stroke of Vucevic when he added that 3-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
The line for 2.
And he drops it first. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite 2-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
DeRozan outside. Shoots over Horford. And it's DeRozan missing. Boston's shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Tatum against DeRozan. And Tatum, here we go. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Pass to DeRozan. 1:11 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And Vucevic slams it in.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Nikola Vucevic.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's DeSumo. Pass to DeRozan. Williams, a screen on Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And it's DeRozan missing. Brown with it. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
All right, thank you so much. Vooch, it's got to feel great to just get a win. How important was this one?
That was very important for us. We had quite a bit of a rough stretch lately, a lot of losing, and it's not easy to deal with it, but tonight we came out, we got it done, and that's all that matters. Sometimes you need a game like this to kind of get going. It was a big win for us. We needed to add one more to the winning column, so big for us. I think helps with our confidence, so that was good for everybody.
It's great to know if you keep your head down, it'll pay off. Thanks so much, Vooch.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.